Hi, this is Marcella, and it is now Friday, and I'm trying to do Saturday's video, and it's really quick, so that, whoops, sorry. It's really quick, so shouldn't be too bad. All right, just of course, everybody's aware Canvas is back up. It went down Monday morning at 3 a.m. and was back up about 24 hours later. So I was looking to extend last week's, because I thought it was before the Sunday due date, but it wasn't. So it was just 24 hours out of this week. So there'll be no delays. So everything on of course I'm behind on everything, but so everything on the priority list just keeps getting clogged up. So everything concerning the plagiarism thing really kind of took up most of the time because we had to, try to figure out what the policy is first of the district and then everybody else. So kind of came to a conclusion, and so we'll start. I should be done about mid next week with everything because I want to put everything in writing for each person to have their article or whatever it was that had the plagiarism on it in an email for you. And then we need to just all meet with Julie and me and Cindy, the ones that were above 30%, and that was only 4. And then we should be done. There's a new policy now. I just finished it. I need to have a double check by everybody, make sure it says everything it needs to say, and then that'll be up, and I'll be making a module for the upper welcome part so that everybody can read it. And if there's any questions on the classroom days, then I could certainly run through everything because, in fact, I plan to, because I just want to make sure that everybody realizes that this was the first occurrence and there cannot be a second occurrence, because not good things happen after that. I can kind of control it on the first one, but the second one, no. All right, so don't forget finals are coming up weekend after next, and they're on pediatrics, of course. Glad everybody enjoyed working with the little ones at North NCH. We've got one more clinical day, and that's here this coming week. But it was kind of nice to have little kids around, and it was a good vibe. But anyway, and it might not be a bad idea because some of those units, were, decent to us, especially when the one that never gets students, but they accepted us. So I thought that was pretty good. So it might not be a bad idea to all chip in and buy, a dozen donuts for each unit. Okay, let me see. We have 2 weeks of classroom coming up. So we'll be back on our Monday schedule for those 2 days. Then we'll be back to North NCH for OB and Mother Baby, which is great. And after that, we have professional nursing. And again, we'll be back at North NCH, but only for 3 or 4 clinical days, and they're only for 8-hour shifts. So that'll feel a little bit more comfortable. And then after that is our last course with the preceptors, and that's still getting worked on. So, okay, so just at the end here, just want to let you know that the American Heart Association updated their CPR guidelines, and that is up. Of course, there's no books made of it yet, so they've got you can go online and look at it. And on the agenda, I do have it on the bottom of the page where it says highlights of the 2025 ECC guidelines and a PDF, so you can kind of look through them. Because since you do carry your card carrying, you're kind of responsible to look at updates. So that is the updates, the highlights of it, and kind of neat. That way, if you end up on the floor on your knees doing CPR on somebody, you'll be doing it on the current 2025 guidelines. And they change them, what about every 3 to 5 years? And you just have to look at the updates so that in CPR you're, in a code or something, you're doing things correctly. Because, it's always just looks bad when somebody isn't, especially if it's a doctor or something that's helping and he does it wrong. No, that's not. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So anyway, so it's in the agenda. And let me see, the question for today, I naturally didn't think of it. Okay, let me see. So there just isn't much. There's only like a couple of paragraphs for today anyway. So let me see. So let's just say, what is the 2025 highlights about that I just now talked about? There we go. That's a good one. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.